Good evening and welcome my 12 signs to the weekly energy update. I am Q Clovers. That is my new Twitter handle and it is growing on me quite a lot. If you want to send me a personal message, a private message, please send it through my Twitter. It's kind of the only thing I got going for private stuff right now other than what you post on YouTube or publicly on Twitter. Please don't try and contact me in strange ways. If it seems a little pervy, it probably is. I get pervy things done to me on a regular basis, including this weekend. I had somebody going through my laundry. A perv was going through my laundry, and I did not react appropriately. It's probably why I'm concerned about security right now, and trying to figure out where we're going to be moving. I guess that's a clear indication that we need to move. But we're also coming into summer. Ooh, so my favorite season. I'm definitely a sun child, sun in Aries, and that sun is still up. It is 8:20 p.m. Did I mention that? The sun is still kind of peeking up over there, over the building behind me. So it's all very exciting. My bonus readings this past week that I posted early this morning, they were on Jupiter retrograde. Jupiter retrograde actually began April 10th and runs through August 11th, 2019. It's a time, well, the reason it's important now is because Jupiter as a planet is closest to us than it'll ever be during this transit. So it's very important to tap into those energies in the biggest possible way, and it's now. Mercury retrograde is coming in July. This brings a lot of chaos and communication. Just prepare accordingly. But Jupiter retrograde is not 4 months of bad luck. Jupiter retrograde is all about, it's going to feel a little bit like bad luck, but it won't be bad luck. You will have to work through your issues. It'll be kind of that love returning, you know, that former love returning to test your energies to see if you have grown above and beyond as Spirit has asked you to. But it's especially dealing with efforts, between the connection between efforts and your fortune. How to do the work, which is the whole basis of all my readings. So it's very exciting to me to have tapped into that Jupiter retrograde energy. So we're still dealing with that Mercury in Cancer that is June 4th through June 26th. That is quality over quantity. It's that closing in on just amazing work right now. We also have Venus and Gemini. My last week's readings were about Venus and Gemini. That happened 6/8, and that's going to go through July 3rd. This is that sociable, communicative, flirtatious energy. A lot of mental emotions, mental connecting with others. Personal versus universal. Remember, it is that big dick energy that, as Cosmo called it, to just basically that kind of play energy, get you mingling, get you out with the people again. I know I've been hermiting a lot this spring. It's time to get out, and I even feel it. Like I need to just be out in the sun. Okay, so next week's reading and the big event for next week is the 6/17, the June 17th full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is being hit with just tremendous energy. First of all, remember that Jupiter retrograde. It should be hitting Sagittarius pretty hard right now considering it's in their sign. And now we're going to have a full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'd like to thank you for all the views last week. It was my first video over 1,000, so I'm very proud of that. And it really connected with you. Your energy is so strong right now, and this full moon is going to hit you again with more energy. This is also called the strawberry moon. It's called the full rose moon, or the honeymoon. It's a very loving moon. There's a lot of June brides. It's all about that kind of lovey-dovey summer love kind of feeling. It will also be, I got lost in my notes because I actually felt that hit of energy, that full rose moon energy, and like roses at the weddings and baptisms and, you know, all that stuff that happens in this time of year. And full moons are really about expansion, a big course correction. It's a jolt of energy that just kind of like, ugh. And you have this one thought, and it basically shifts your whole life left when you were just going right. And it usually feels more like a jagged course correction, not a full turn. But for those of us who haven't been expanding ourselves very often, like I came into last year's energy going into these same energies. I just didn't share them with everyone. They were quite jolting and jarring. And every time a planet moved above us, my whole energies would shift. And so you can expect bigger changes if you haven't been shifting as much with the energies around us. And sometimes it just takes thinking about the themes of these energies. So like the full moon in Sagittarius, we're still in Gemini season with this full moon in Sagittarius. Gemini is short-sighted. It's that nearby energy. Sagittarius is expansive, free-loving, visionary, risk-taking. Remember, fire sign, distant horizon energy. So it's basically that tortoise versus hare energy. It's that slow down, steady and slow does win the race. It gives weight and focus to that flighty Gemini energy that's just really lighting us all up and getting us excited about the sun and like maybe, you know, trying on our bikinis and stuff. So Sag is fire though, and Gemini is air, so that will create quite an explosion. Again, if you're not working with these energies, you're not reviewing your goals from the new moon, making those adjustments to those goals before this full moon hits you, or even just getting them down finally, and then kind of adjusting them a little bit might prevent this full moon from just dumping on you in a very hard way. Okay, the next big thing we have next week is June 21st. Seasons change. We are going into a very watery Cancer season. Sun in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. This is about emotions and your internal self, which is the perfect time to fall in love. This is also the summer solstice. The summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, but that watery, lovey-dovey internal self energy really helps us understand what we want in love, what we really, really want in love, and how even though so many of us have summer flings, it's kind of because we have those flings and those hot moments, but then when we really take a look at things, it's not what we really, really want in love, and it's easy to walk away because of this very energy. Now, it's very sentimental, it's tender intimacy. It's probably why there's so many summer hookups too. But nesting will also feel good, as will backyard barbecues, and of course, any gatherings at the home with family and close friends. It's very Cancerian energy. And of course, if you have been looking for the right moment to say I love you, it is easiest during Cancer season. And that begins June 21st. All right, so what does it all really amount to? All this energy coming together comes to one big theme. It's the personal versus universal. It's asking us to look at our homes and the people closest to us. Even Gemini season carried these themes, and then it did carry that parental versus passionate energy, but it was more homebound, and it was more about our personal work and our personal energies, much less about just making the buck. So, and maybe that's just me personally, but even the expansive energy of this upcoming full moon on the 17th is telling us to slow down, smell the roses, say I love you to the people we love, we really love, and go ahead and say that freely with the people we love, but use it sparingly because we know our own personal value. It's a big, big lesson. Whew. It takes a long time to learn your personal value if you've been devalued for a while, and it takes you also a while to, I say really a lot, and I know it pisses off guys, but if you can't handle my one little comment, then you need to move on because it's taken me, this is the one thing I can't let go of. And it's when somebody says, oh, well, I'm going to do this, this, and this for you, or I'm going to maybe do this, this, and this for you. I say, really? Or really? Or really? Because, I'm used to it not happening, frankly. So it's like a little crazy. Just like this channel is a little crazy. Just watch your speech. That was the lesson there. All right, but this channel is a little crazy. I am about to get my custom URL. I need 100 subscribers for that. I'm definitely going to hit that next week based on my current movement, you guys, based on the energies I'm pulling in. everyone feels a little apprehensive about the upcoming week. I think we're already feeling that full moon kind of drain on us with all this sun above us too, and the days getting longer, and just that desire to like lay in a lawn chair by the pool. Um, it's just all over me right now, and I don't even care, you know. I'm having trouble losing weight because, well, first of all, I do like pie for breakfast, but second of all, I'm glad you can't see it, but I like the size of my butt. It's kind of hard to lose weight when you like the size of your butt. Just a little silliness there for you. I gotta get going because I gotta watch the NBA finals. Basketball is very important to me. My first channel was a Laker channel. So definitely 12 signs, a lot to think about, a lot to consider, but really if you just want to boil it down to one little concept or small idea, it just comes to definitely appreciate what you have right close to you. Stop looking for all these big worldly things. You know, a ticket to Paris is nothing if, you know, you have your lover by you in your own bed, just warm and cozy without a care in the world. And most people will actually agree with that. I definitely would. All right, thank you, 12 signs. Definitely have a great weekend, and I will see you next week with those new full moon and Sagittarius readings. Thank you, my lovelies.